Thaayu thaayu andũ aitũ, ũcio nĩ Munjirū wanyu o rĩngĩ, nduta wa Kĩariĩ, ũngĩenda no ũnjĩte Waithĩ ageni wa Kĩariĩ, kuma mbarĩ ya Thirũ, nyumĩte Afrika, itũra-inĩ rĩa Kenya, gatũra kanini getagwo Gikuyu, kũu nĩkuo nyumĩte, no thaa ici ndĩ mbarabu-inĩ, ndĩ gũkũ mbarabu-inĩ na no sawa, tondũ rĩmwe nĩ wega gũgĩcera. So outside today is -30. So when it's -30, anything like minus, like hatukinyete with this place where I am today. So the pipes are frozen. So literally it's not easy to flush toilets. We can't start up the cars because it's that bad. So we've been indoors the whole day, lighting up fires. I mean, here in Europe, it's very hard to survive without a chimney. But hey, you know, when you come to these countries and you realize that we African people take so much for granted back home. For example, we take so much for granted that you could just, go outside and enjoy the sun. You don't even need electricity all the time. You could use solar, you could use candles, you could use anything. I mean, our grandparents have survived in the countryside and most people have survived in the countryside. Only that these days with solar, then it's possible to just light up just anywhere. And electricity, I guess in Kenya now, it's almost if not, I mean, you still have a long way to go. Yeah, and here we are. So today I did a post. I've written a post. If you go to my Instagram, on my Facebook, I've done a post, and it's in my Insta stories and in my Facebook stories. I've done a post just to trying to clarify something, not doing it, clarifying something. Because many of the times when you all about African liberation, when you all about the African vibe, when you're a very proud African queen, people might tend to think that you don't love the other side of the people, like other people who don't have your color. And that's far from it. Like, that's a whole lie. You know why? Because I have to say this. When I decided to speak up about this was because whatever I'm speaking about and whatever I want to talk about is not just about me. It's the African in me speaking. It's the lineage in me just telling me, hey, don't be quiet anymore. Speak up. We have so many things going on over the world, like around the world. Like, the world is so shitty now. Like, the system is so messed up now. So I decided I will rather just talk about African liberation and what is affecting Africa and the many issues that we have in Africa and what we can do moving on forward from now. So it's not just about the other people, it's about us, because we are the most helpless. We are the most people facing so many things in the world, so many bad things and negative things in the world, which is by design. We have to remember that this is by design. Yeah, so this is something about Africans that you need to understand. It's not about location. It doesn't matter if you're in Africa. It doesn't matter if you're in Europe. It doesn't matter if you're in Canada or in America. It's just about the African in you calling you. You can never run away from your lineage. You can never run away from who you are. And the voice in me has been speaking to me, just telling me, you can do this. And of course, not forgetting the effects of slavery and colonization that has made us so fearful that we cannot even speak up. So guess what? This Munjirū queen here has decided, I will lift my voice and speak. Yes. Because I come from glamorous women. I come from powerful women. I come from a lineage of powerful women. So this is a thing, when we start talking about African liberation, we have to start talking about where is the problem? Where is the problem? Where are we going wrong? How did we find ourselves here? It's deeply rooted. For example, today I'll just take one agenda and just talk about it. Just one. I'll be doing this every now and then. Just one. Just follow me. Like and subscribe my YouTube channel. It's a new channel. We can do this. We can grow this. On my Instagram, on my Facebook. I'm not afraid anymore. I will speak up. Because if you're not the generation that's going to speak up, you're not waiting for any other generation to do that. Our grandparents were too afraid because they were just fresh from colonization. Our parents are just immediate result of been raised after colonization, then we are the generation now. So we are the generation that's saying enough is enough. We are not doing this anymore. Okay, we are speaking up. Like, lift your voice and speak. Because there's a whole lineage supporting you. Because there's a whole, entourage behind you ready to support you. Yes. So this agenda I want to talk about today is, I think we've gotten all twisted. I mean, over the years, we've been having all these, programs and organizations coming up with all these, women empowerment, women liberation, raise up African women and all that. And it's been doing good. I must say and commend that it's been doing really good. Like, I mean, I've seen women get more education. I've seen our younger women get more opportunities, be exposed out there, and it's okay. But on the other hand, I think we are missing the point. We are missing the point that as much as we want to be liberated, as much as we are getting liberated, and as much as I support women liberation, let's not forget that most of this liberation is coming with destroying our men. It's coming by destroying our black man. The black man is being destroyed systematically. But we are quiet about this. We are not talking about this. And hey, sisters, it doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter how much money you're earning. It doesn't matter how empowered you feel you are. This nonsense of saying we don't need men, I think we got all it twisted. I don't even know where we got it all twisted. Like, what's the connection of you being empowered and liberated and not needing a man? Because we need our black men to raise our families. We need our black men to raise our families. We need them for security. We need them for that masculine energy. And it doesn't mean that we don't have the masculine energy. Hey, you got it, sister. You got it, sister. But you're feminine. You're more of the feminine energy. You're more of feeling. So we need thoughts. And you know why we need that? We need that because of balance. We need that balance. Everything in his life has to get balance. It has to get a balance. So these conversations, and that's why you see most black brothers and sisters who just decide to speak up and talk about this, get what they do. They're shadow banned, their pages are deleted, or they can't just get to you because they know that the moment we as black people start speaking about this, then we are going somewhere. Like, we are moving forward, We are moving forward. And it's let people just talk about their issues. Let them talk about their own issues. Let's talk about our own issues, and let's talk about our own problems. Let's talk about what's affecting us. Let's talk about our own governments. Let's talk about why we are here and how we move forward. Because we also can't forget that one of the main reasons why Africa is where it is because it's by design. People sit down and think that just poverty just happened. It just didn't happen, sister. It just didn't happen, brother. Come on, wake up, do some little research out there. It just didn't happen. Like, it's by design because they know the moment you got it going by yourselves, it will be very hard to govern you. It will be very hard to colonize you again. And there's an economic colonization coming up. I mean, we are victims as Kenyans. You know what I'm talking about. So back to my agenda. So this whole twisted agenda, we have to talk about it. For example, if you've done your research, just go research. In Kenya alone, in our Kenyan jails, the young men between 17, 18 to 25 years of age, a research was done. They came from single motherhood. Like, they have been raised by single mothers. These are Kenyan men in jails, like incarcerations. If you go to the US, that's why I say the black man is being hunted systematically, is being destroyed systematically. If you go to the US right now, most black men, where are they? They are incarcerated. They're in jails. So leaving our black sisters to raise families alone. And we've seen the outcome of this. And I don't know why we get it twisted, because I'll give you an example. Let's take Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama will remain and is one of the most powerful black women to ever exist in African and black history. She will be studied in school. She will be written in books. She will be studied our children and our generations to come. They will study about Michelle Obama. It didn't stop her that she is Mrs. Obama. She is still Mrs. Obama, and she's still very powerful. So you see, people, we can do it together, because there is no black man rising without the black woman. There's no black woman rising without the black man. We ain't rising if we ain't got each other. We have to rise together. I mean, look at Bey and Jay, Beyonce and Jay-Z. I mean, Let's cut off the sheet. I mean, there's so much dirt on them and shit. We know all about it. But look at them. They are a powerful couple together. Look at the energy you feel when you see Beyonce and Jay-Z holding hands, kissing, And there's so many examples of this kinds of love and strength and unity in our people, even amongst ourselves. Look at some of our grandparents. They lived to be 90, 100, still together in love for like 50, 60 years. And they overcame so much, and there they are. So it's an agenda. It's actually a 2030 agenda to break the African family structure. It's an agenda. That's why they bring all this no gender thing. Like you don't even know your gender. That's why they're supporting all these other kind of relationships. They try to bring up their agendas all the time, and we are meant to respect each and everyone in this life. Like I said, yes, I respect everyone. I respect each and every other person with their choices and everything. But we have to speak up why we have all this coming up. I mean, some of these are just by design. The reason why these agendas keep on being pushed. So why don't you just start by yourself? Why don't you just start by you and your loved one? If you're married, why don't you just start by having a picture of both of you in every other room in your house, even in your children's room, so that your children can start seeing it and living it, like, oh, so mom and dad love each other and they're doing this. Start showing it, live it. Be it, people, be it tribe. And when I say tribe, I don't mean my Gikuyu tribe. And I'm Gikuyu. I mean my African tribe. Africa, it can be anywhere. People in the Caribbean have African roots. I mean, have you seen them? People in Brazil, people in America, we are all everywhere. We are everywhere because we are the first humans to exist in this world. It's only that his story we are taught in school, which is by design, it's a way of colonizing our minds. That's why we have to start. If we're gonna rise, we have to start with decolonizing our minds. We have to start with the mind liberation. Then we can move forward from there. And unfortunately, most black people have been falling in traps that have been set up for us. Social media is one. We can use social media for our own good. We don't have to use social media to destroy each other. We don't have to. We can use it for our own good. We can use it to preach. And when I mean preach, I don't mean the gospel. I don't mean the other gospel. I mean to preach about us, to talk about us. So guess what? We can bring back the groove. Like, we can bring back that, We can. It's possible. Let's stop just playing with the agenda. Let's just sit back and ask ourselves, is this the real world? Is this what is meant to happen? Because it can happen. It's possible, people. It's possible. So this Munjirū Queen here, you can follow me on more of this. You can follow me on more on these positive vibe talks that we're going to be doing. And together we're going to be happy. So if you're a sister out there, if you're a black African sister out there, just know that even having a man does not stop you from being powerful. In fact, it elevates you more. It elevates you more. And I can't deny the fact that there are some black men who are there to just bring you down. I'm not talking about that. But guess what? We can rise together. We can rise together. And I know what you mean. And you black kings also, stop feeling threatened by us becoming powerful. When we become powerful and when you let us live our light, we light up together. Like when people see us, they see glory. They see, something beautiful. So let's do this together. Let's not play with the agenda. So it's not about me not wanting to talk about the other people. It's only that there's not enough people until now speaking about it and doing something about it. So when you see me all glammed up in my African regalia, just know it's because I'm very proud of my roots. I'm a very proud African. I take pride in being an African. I take pride in dressing as an African. I take pride in looking like one. So I am my ancestors' wildest dream. I am a descendant of my ancestor, of my Anjiru ancestors. Yes. And my creator above knows that he created a wonderful and beautiful thing. Isn't it what we say? Beautifully and wonderfully created? Yes. So that's me here. So even in this cold winterland that I'm in here, for a mission, which I will share with you once it's completed, I still have my African spirit with me. I carry it everywhere I go. I bring it with me because Africa lives in me. Because Africa is me. Africa is you. Africa is both me and you. Africa is us. And Africa is our business, is our motherland, is where we come from, is where our ancestors are. Ni thaayu. Keep locked here. Tell me what you love me to talk about. I'm just ready to just talk about anything. I'm just ready to just light up the room. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Thaayu, like always. Kiwedo most, and I miss you. Please send me some warmth. Send me someone. Did you hear? We are in -30. Did you hear? Yes, but guess what? Even my feathers are keeping me so warm. Like, you know, and just the African, blood in me, the African lineage in me, the African, it's keeping me warm. So thank you so much for all the subscribers. Thank you so much for all those who follow me. Thank you so much for the shout out. Thank you so much for the love. And like always, this Munjirū queen here loves you. Kiwedo most. Ni thaayu adwaito.